Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, Atiku, Obi, and Tinubu are the same. Negotiation, not military, responsible for reduction in criminal activities. That's what he says. Well, let's continue. Sheikh Ahmad Gumi is a Kaduna-based Islamic cleric who shares the same birthday with Nigeria, having been born on Saturday, October 1st, 1960. Okay. He also asserted that virtually all top contenders for the presidential seat in 2023 are friends, which he claimed is a good development for Nigeria. Tinubu brought Atiku to be a presidential candidate of ACN. Atiku brought Obi to be vice president, and of course, Kwakwanso was in both APC and PDP, which means they are all friends. In fact, this is the first time friends will be contesting against one another, and that is a good omen for Nigeria, he stated. He also declared that negotiations with bandits and other criminals rather than military force have been responsible for the reduction in crime rates across the country. Wow. Well, he was asked, Nigeria became an independent country 62 years ago, which coincided with your birthday. How far do you think we have come as a country and as a people in terms of growth and development indices? 1. We have survived as a country because all the agitations here and there this time cannot break Nigeria. Nigeria is too strong for that. I'm not saying they cannot cause turbulence and disturbances, but the country is firmly grounded. Oh my days, wow. I mean, this is somebody that he has come out to say ridiculous statements. Really, the word is ridiculous. Ridiculous statement for somebody who is not in government, first of all, is not a government official, has no authority in government whatsoever, but yet, I mean, when he says negotiations are the reason why we are safe in the country and, security is better, well, he's been the one spearheading these negotiations. I mean, you see him handing out words of cash to terrorists like they're receiving a certificate, and this is someone who is a religious leader. He is someone in a society where, of course, he's important, but you are not a government official. So, his importance in negotiating with bandits and him literally being a spokesman for bandits, it says a lot about this individual. And so for this person, again, to say that the top contenders are friends, I mean, again, we're not in that space. Who are we as Nigerians or the average Nigerian to look into the space? I mean, with the way things have gone, I was also APC and PDP are the same party. Doesn't mean they're friends. I mean, these people defect from party year to year, but calling them friends doesn't really matter, doesn't change anything. Nigerians do not care if they're friends or not. We just want you to be competent and be able to work with. They don't have to be friends. I don't know what his aim or his plan by telling us the top contenders are friends. I don't know what that would plan to do with. Should that change our opinion of either one of them? Should that make us less observant and critical of these contenders because they are friends? And, no matter who succeeds, then, they're friends anyway, so we are fine. Excuse me, no. I mean, this is someone who still says that Nigeria is standing firm as we speak. So why should I take his judgment and say, well, I believe what he's saying? Absolutely not. So again, it's like, this is Sheikh Gumi we're talking about. And so I think, again, it's personally up to whoever is reading or whoever listens to him. But, the pattern in what he's been saying for a very long time have just made him very untrustworthy. It's the thing where it's like, when this person speaks, you're not really expecting anything. You're not expectant to be impacted by what they say anyways. But, yeah, I really don't know. So you are a better person, are you trying to say that? Well, someone says here, how about you, Sheikh Gumi, the defenders and advocate of Fulani terrorism in Nigeria? I mean, he is not lying. This man is supposed to be stoned publicly for all the evils that this man has caused Nigerians. Okay. The second part of that statement, maybe not. Well, the best among these three Nigerian eminent men you enumerated as friends is undoubtedly the most qualified, intelligent, educated, unity-minded, and 61 years of age, good age, Mr. Peter Obi from the Southeast is best from the presidency. Listen, I mean, let's be honest, he did break it down quite well. I mean, you look at, Tinubu, who brought an Atiku for the ANC, and then you look at Atiku, who brought in Peter Obi, And look at Kwakanso, who's been in the PDP and the APC. These people have interacted and mingled over the last 20 years, either in the same party or in the same organization or whatever. So it's not unfetched for you to say, well, these people know each other and they've worked around each other. But to call them friends, I think you're pushing it. Like you're actually pushing it. And I guess obviously because as Nigerians we're used to individuals like this, just seeing them in a competitive space. And to be honest, their behaviors over the years is pretty much very embarrassing. But again, that competition, they've perfectly solidified the rivalry between APC and PDP, but really, they're one in the same. I mean, it's not even just defection of just little party members. You have top party members defecting every single time there is an election, or depending on which party wins. So really, it's nothing. It's not a problem. Looking at the comments as well, Peter Obi is not the same with Tinubu, Atiku, and Kwakwanso. We know you will not mention Kwakwanso because he is a northerner Muslim. Shame on Gumi, the terrorist group sympathizer. And that's really what he is. And I think, obviously, the times where he was really justifying the move of terrorists and, again, he was the main person leading the negotiations with terrorists. And being the spokesperson, and it was just he was going into the woods, into the bushes, into the forest to take pictures and hand cash to these terrorists. And first of all, he's not a member of government, and even if he's even sweeping the secretariat, he's not employed, he's not under the government working for them as a body. He's literally a religious leader. So it's like, yes, you're prominent in society, but what gives you the right to go talk to terrorists and negotiate on behalf of the government? I mean, that is a problem. It's very embarrassing, first of all. And secondly, it is a problem. How can we just this is literally the other side of impunity. It's like disorderliness, and you just do whatever you want just because you can, and because you have the money to, because you have the connections. I mean, yes, that works in a lot of societies, but it's not the proper order. And for the fact that things can just go unquestioned and just, it's not even unknown, but just known and unquestioned, it's such a problem. Such a problem. And when we try to, revolt, or when we try to detest or literally go against, then Nigerians have to give their lives for it. I mean, trust why Nigerians will not be as patriotic. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.